All right, what's good, you? What's good, YouTube, Twitch? It's your boy, Pablo. Show you all the art of defense, footwork, basically all that good stuff. If you're getting beat up in fights, we about to put an end to that. So the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna create a fighter. Now, the purpose in you creating this fighter is for the computer to control this fighter. So you can name them whatever you want. It don't even matter. You can make them any weight class you want. But as an example in this video, what we're going to do is I make them a light heavyweight. That's what we're going to do. 6'2". In fact, how tall light heavyweights can go? Okay, hold up. 6'3", 175, 83-inch reach. I'm going to be using a welterweight in this video. So the most important thing you all gonna do, you can make the style anything, but you might as well just go with what I'm doing. Inside fighter, wild, cross, power. Make sure you use inside fighter because you're gonna efficiently get the most out of this. Now AI tendencies, as you all can see, it's at closer to the headhunter. We'll put it more in the middle, closer there. Pay close attention to this. Aggressive, you need to max out. Combination, you need to max out. We want fast punches. Inside fighter, you actually put this all the way there. Never clinches, that don't really matter, but we'll put it all the way down, I guess. Blocks punches, move head, leave it like this, put it like 90%. Put it all the way on plotter, put fight dirty all the way up, and this way it get good. For frequencies, pretty much y'all can fill that all the way up. One hurt fights back. That's not really mattering. Alright. Stats. Make everything 100. All that good stuff. Bingo. Now we about to apply the settings. But listen closely. Do not fast forward. No, in fact, we do it from the fight now, man. Pay close attention to this. This is one of the most important things of the video. And I give a breakdown and reasoning for why we doing it. Okay. Bingo. Hold up. Okay, hit A or X if you want PlayStation. Right here is the most important. Let's say difficulty. Obviously, you put that on greatest of all time. This is another important thing. Referee foul awareness. Actually, that's probably better to put low. Yeah, put that low. Actually, put that at the very bottom. Let's say referee damage awareness, max that up. That's going to increase the chances of your opponents, them stopping the fight if you actually getting the guard and stuff splitting, your eyes and stuff swelling. Let's say boxer power, speed, physical damage, toughness, accuracy, and stamina. Max all of that out. Now the point behind this is you're going to pretty much be on the defensive end. Of course, every now and then, you want to showcase your offense. Wait one sec, y'all. Okay, every now and then, you want to be able to showcase your offense and counter your opponent, meaning the computer, just to see how your progress coming along. But the main thing is for the computer to have full strength. We know just putting it on greatest of all time don't make the computer actually perform well in a manner that will help benefit you. So that's why we're doing these settings. With the box of power and speed, it ain't for you to just go in there and start beating the computer up because that's not going to help you none. The goal is to work on and improve your footwork, you know what I'm saying, your defense, whether it's leaning, dipping down, you know what I'm saying, sidestep angles. It's just the overall laws of defense. If it's you moving, you shooting the jab out there, you can shoot punches just to make sure you know you doing the right thing you should be doing from a technical aspect. But you're not really trying to beat the computer. So all of this stuff is for the computer to be at full speed because greatest of all time by itself with no changes is yeah. Counter punch window. Y'all could put this window kind of down some as the computer will be the person attacking if you set your fight up the way we want. And we want this as difficult as possible for you, because what ends up happening is people don't never learn stuff completely, and they just go and apply what's not mastered online, and they never get better. So that's why you gotta enjoy this. So we want the window smaller. So it's gonna make it difficult to actually defend the punches because you're going against a bigger man. Pause. And you're not gonna be able to counter effectively because we're making the window small. Y'all got me? Computer offense and defensive awareness and output, we maxing out because we want the computer to be as perfect as they can be, and they already got, as you can see in this example, probably a 20 to 30 pound weight advantage. So that's something I'm glad y'all got to see. Now, do not just pick an arena. I want y'all to fully get the experience on why we doing it. So, as y'all know, some arenas like Cowboy Stadium is a lot bigger than every arena in the game. And they have also gym type arenas. Well, obviously it's not an arena, it's a gym. Like Cass's or whatever this is called. This is one of the bigger rings in terms of the gyms. The best gym to spar at. You could do All England, that's not bad. I personally would prefer Windy City. Is that the one in Chicago? Yeah, Windy City. Boxing Club, I feel like their ring smaller. So the overall goal is to make sure everyone is on page before y'all really get the point of the video and the drill. Is I showed you all in terms of making the fighter, how you make the bigger guy, which would be the opponent you're fighting, and how we put the tendencies to basically be in a manner that's going to bring the most out of the computer. Since when you randomly fight now, the fights be easy, even on greatest of all time. We did that. Then we made sure the stats in terms of the computer power, speed, all of that favored the computer. We put our counter window down so it's difficult for us to counter. Now we at the main menu, and this is very important that we chose Windy City because their gym is one of the smaller gyms that you can select here. Your fighter have max arms. So if the ring is small, you already don't have a big counter window, and you're going against a bigger fighter. Now he could really be able to reach halfway across the street and find you. Now you could also do this heavyweight 6'8", but for this video's sake, we just want to do it like this so you get the gist of what we doing. And the overall goal is just going to be to work on defending punches from different angles, utilizing the ring, etc. So we're going to do a round or two with this and make it something simple. Now, as you all can see, I'm just shooting the jab. See this moving laterally. I'm moving to my left. I'm keeping my foot on the outside. Look, now I'm moving straight back. Now I'm rotating to my right. Now look at that. See, I do the hook. Now, if you all truly listen to this block, listen to my block rhythm. See how the punch is getting through because he's bigger. Pause. See this? Look, just work on y'all block. Anticipate. Don't do too much leaning back, but enough. Like this. See? Look. What it forces you to do is work on your perfect block and your defense standing stationary, but it also forces sometimes you got to lean back out the way. It forces you to use all laws of defense. See that? Now he's pushing. That's the point of putting it on fight dirty. See this? Look. I wrote side step to the left. Look. See that? Stuff like this is going to make y'all way better. See this? Now I'm putting more footwork with it. Now I'm anticipating his attack and how can I exit without getting hit. So this, look. Now I'm moving with my hands down. See this? When you put your hands down, you get more momentum. So this, every now and then, see I shoot it straight. Look at that. Straight. Look, rotate to your right. Make him reset. Look, rotate to the left when he attack. Pay attention to your opponent's foot as well, guys. Like this, look. See this? My hands down, I'm getting more separation. Uppercut. Look at this. Rotate to my right. He's reaching. Look, exit. Whatever side is, when you get on the ropes, don't panic. Whatever side got more space, you exit out. Like the left side right here was for me. See that? That was the more open space. It's just being patient. Even when your opponent attack, the goal, like I said, ain't to throw combos and beat up the computer. You trying to actually get better. So that's why I was showing y'all, if you stand still like this, look, see this? It's the rhythm, y'all hear the rhythm. I'm just trying to block the punches, standing stationary. Then I'm mixing it with footwork. So now you got the block, then with footwork, look at this. I exit to the left because I had the less room of getting trapped. See this? Now I'm gonna go, because he was bringing the momentum so heavy to that side, I was able to exit out on the right. See this? Look, this be controlled. Look at that. See that? The counter window, y'all can see it being small right there when he led. Anticipate your opponent punches as well. Always use your jab, but different levels of the jab. Mix it up and down. Don't be too predictable, because your opponent, if they cutting the ring off, they can anticipate what you're doing and eventually come up with a way of stopping your pattern, and then you panic even more. See that uppercut? That's all for patience. Just use the ring. See, it's like I'm waiting for my opponent to reach. See this? Nope. I gotta be patient, even if he landing punches. That's the whole point of it. See this? Don't forget about your feet. Also, when your opponent pressuring you, that's why I'm showing you all the stand stationary and block. The punch is really gonna get through in this, because you're the smaller man in general. Pause. But look at that, good lead. See, he's doing everything with his left hand now. So you want to anticipate it. Yeah, the more y'all do this, it'll be fun. Like I said, as long as your objective ain't to beat the computer, you'll be fine. But lateral footwork, you want to use all the laws of defense. See that? I anticipated his jab, step to the side, shot the hook over the top. See that? Straight. Now I'm gonna exit. Exit by rotating to the right and then stepping straight back. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you step over, step back. You gotta do more than just one. You gotta be real smart in the ring. Look at your opponent's feet. You can literally look at your opponent's feet at times and see which way you should exit. So I'm moving to my left. The way he trapped, I knew I was gonna be able to rotate to the right. He taking the heavy, look at his left foot. His lead foot so heavy, it's no way he'll be able to just trap me like that. See this? Exit back to this side. So now I'm gonna go back this way, look at his feet. Then you look for your opponent patterns. When they start to do the same thing, you start looking for ways to counteract that. So one of the things that may help y'all is you gotta look for certain punches that counteract certain punches. So that's like in real boxing, everybody know stuff like a jab. It's a punch called the pull. Floyd throws it, pull counter. A lot of elite level boxers throw it. You have some guys like Ike Cortez, Oscar De La Hoya. It's a very popular technique that a lot of elite level counter punches, Shakur Haney, you'll see them do that quite often in fights. But the thing is, when your opponent leads with a jab, especially to the head, you want to anticipate it. And you're going to shoot your straight right over top of it. That's like Miguel Cotto. When he fought Floyd, Floyd was able to occasionally throw the pull over the top. Floyd does it a lot. Juan Manuel Marquez is the most perfect example of that. When your opponent throws hooks, you want to be able to close the gap, make the ring smaller, stuff like that on the defensive end. Remember, when y'all see defense, defense don't have to always just be applied to a person moving around the ring. You can actually take the fight to your opponent and punch in between them. That's like that. Like you see how I'm in the pocket, close range, shot the uppercut I missed. That's obviously, those aren't shots I would typically miss, but I made the counter window perfect because I wanted to actually be a real learning experience. And the way I tell you all to practice this is stay in the pocket first, do the drill like this, because the main thing y'all struggle with is probably the blocking aspect to begin with. After practicing it like this, the next thing I say is moving around the ring with your foot, with your hands down completely, like this. And just anticipate where your opponent is going to move, and then also how you can back out. I got carried away. But yeah, move around the ring. When your opponent obviously running, when he's all the way up on you, then put your block up. But for the most part, you want to be circling and just anticipating what they're going to throw. And then figuring out a way, you know what I'm saying, to counteract what they're doing. The next thing would be obviously offense on defense. When they throw stuff like the straight, with the jab, you want to be able to throw your straight. You want to be able to be first with your punches. That's the best way to fight guys who are ultra offensive, because if they so offensive and you being first, even if it's something like a jab or anything, they real reactive, which works in your hand. That's how guys like James Toney and them and Floyd, they're able to be first with their jab, and then they get people who are offensive fighters to ultra react, and which is easy for them to do because they offense anyway. So you literally take that whole thing away from them. So I definitely say that. Work on blocking punches, to standing still. Bro, if you get dropped, it don't matter. Keep exiting the fight. Rematch is much better than losing to a person online. Also, go to fight totals and you can look at the percentage your opponent landed. That's like, obviously I ain't throw that much, but my opponent, which is the AI obviously, landed 26%. When you factor it in, my fighter 147, he's 175 pounds, 6'3". I think his reach is probably 10 inches longer than mine. Pause. And shoot, I did a good job in defending the big shots. Obviously, he ain't throw power punches, but we wanted the punches. Y'all could put the punches on hard from the tendencies, but for now, I would go with this because they throwing punches with speed, and we just suggested the tendencies to speed. So I think this would be very beneficial if you just at least attempt to do the setup how I had. At the minimum, you'll definitely get far better at blocking punches alongside moving while blocking punches, because now you create another element of you using the ring with your block up, also using the ring with your hands down. That force, obviously y'all seen that got dropped, but when your opponent close to you, you could put your block up, of course, because who's gonna let anybody punch him? But I wanted to still show you that aspect, because if you felt like you just wanted to make it challenge yourself even more, that is a good way, because having to defend shots against a fighters who power is way higher while not blocking, that's going to definitely get you better. Even if you getting dropped, you still getting better at distance. You want to be able to look at your opponent foot positioning, look at stuff like the ring, see which got less space, how heavy they're attacking on the lead foot, and exit to the side where you got the most space. When your opponent being ultra aggressive, you can literally stand in the pocket, just put your pump block up, and sometimes roll with the punches, shoot a shot in between the punch here and there. But those are the laws of defense. A good jab, being able to mix it up and down, not being predictable will help. Another thing that'll help y'all is, I know a lot of y'all may not know which punch counteracts each punch. I just gave you all the example with the lead hook. certain punches you all just got to know when to throw and when not to. You shouldn't freely be throwing uppercuts in real boxing. The way the game go, it kind of allow you to do that, and even still, you want to be strategic. When guys coming in aggressive, of course, that's when you utilize the uppercut. See what I'm saying? When you anticipate a person throwing hooks, it's better to close the gap. Now they can't properly throw the hook, and you want to be able to punch in between those punches. It'll be so you all fully get it. What you all can also do is, actual boxing research. It make doing this game a lot easy. Y'all could do stuff like what punch counteracts the jab, what punch counteracts the hook, distance, range, stuff like that. But I might do one for offense if y'all interested, but that's the overall gist. You know what I'm saying? So we out.